This episode of Trials and Trebuchets is brought to you by Fanroll Dice. If you're in the market for some new, top-notch dice, and who am I kidding, folks? We're all always on the prowl for some shiny rocks. Then look no further than fanrolldice.com. Whether it's their bewitching liquid cores, a pack of trusty misfit metals, or even a set of oh-so-endearing miniature dice, you'll find anything you're looking for and more at fanrolldice.com. And don't forget to use our code TRIALS10 at checkout for 10% off your order of new little crit machines. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 238 of Trials and Trebuchets. I'm your dungeon master. That stands for dungeon master. Fuck. Joining me are my players, whose names are...
Hello, citizens! My name is Winsler Wallaby, and I am a level 12 gnome wizard wizard. Named Winsler Wallaby, along with my sidekick companion, Mr. Wiggles.
Meow!
It's sad Ben's not around anymore.
Yeah, I like
sorry,
that here, but you know.
I gotta get into character.
It's Super Speedster Integrity Adelberry, played by Carla. She's a level 12 tiefling roguelock who's cute and fluffy.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Mira Marchand, the level 12 half-elf bard. Hang on, let me just roll a performance check to do this intro. It's another 2. Okay. Hello, Mira, bard.
Level 5.
Hello, Sam.
Hi.
Level 12 in Saranep.
This...
Did you also?
Oh, it's because people mind.
Yeah, people mind.
I got there. And last time on Trials and Trebuchets, the students overheard Crow tearing into his Star Artificer Young from through the doorway. They then confronted the man, Young, not Crow, and his assistant, Kurt Orlane, a secret appearance, resisting Young's pleas to leave and forcing his hand to activate protective measures in the laboratory. Through feeble-minding, through storm spheres, and through grapples, the students prevailed and were able to force Young, the artificer, to surrender. They now have him at their mercy in the Young Developmental Laboratory. This 5'6" hobgoblin is crouched on the floor, slumped on the floor, sitting on his ass. He has a stained fucking tank top on. He has a jumpsuit or overalls tied around his waist. He's slumped there, pinkish skin, long ears. He's just looking from to and fro and from everywhere. Mira, you just picked up the room. Mira, you just picked up the remote to turn on the statue. Turn off the statue. The beacon. Integrity, you loom standing over him, rope in hand, threatening. Winsler, your muscles bulging, threatening to break out of their containment. And Serenip Cinderman, every single word and spell and intelligent thought, every brain cell returns to you moment by moment by moment. You get smarter and smarter and smarter. It's like growing up all over again. Integrity Adelberry, would you like to tie this man up?
Yes, I am going to tie his hands
Absolutely.
up all crossed, and then I'm going to tie it
Above him
in
to
front of his body,
front of
onto
him.
His body.
Of course.
Just tight,
Just rope
so
and
that
rope
he
and rope
can't
all around
do-
him. He's completely stuck. He's immobilized. He
He's
sits
a
there.
mummy.
He's a mummy. He sits there on the ground, looking anxiously to and fro, and he goes, "You're really wasting time. I think." Like they're gonna be back. They're gonna be back eventually. What do you want? What do you even want?
2 hours, we heard.
Why are you breaking into here? Are you gonna kill us all?
What the hell? No, you're the one who was attacking people.
It was protective
and
measure.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to look over at that. It's that rightward door
It's the
where
rightmost
Runa
door in the back.
I'm gonna
alcove.
say-
yes.
What am I going to see when I open up that door to find Runa?
And he looks over your shoulder and he goes, "Oh, that's it's abandoned. It's like the living stone and living glass and living every rope and living." And he looks over his head to like those sails and he goes, "Living wood, living."
What state
cloth.
is Runa in?
I'm gonna assume you misspoke and said rune. Well, I don't. There's not very comprehensive runes in there, and you won't find any like good runes.
I'm going to
that you
take
can-
the knife.
Rune of
Nothing
person.
proprietary.
I'm going to take the knife that I have in my hand, and I'm going to throw it
course.
next to his head.
Make
Damn.
a-
Oh my god.
Make a sleight of
athletic.
make a sleight of hand check.
If you fail this, it stabs him in the head.
Fuck.
Oh no.
That's a that one.
And that one.
Oh
Windsor,
my
you
God.
grab this knife and you throw it. It spins through the air. You all look at it and then you all panic as you see it whoosh, embed into his shoulder. He looks at it for a second and he goes,
I meant to hit next to the side of his head. I wasn't expecting to hit him in the
Oh my
shoulder.
god!
have bad aim.
I'm gonna pull out the dagger and I'm
You
gonna cast
pull
Cure
the
Wounds
knife
at
out.
second level.
Yeah,
Sag,
blood-
we
I guess-
immediately cast Cure Wounds at second level.
Yeah.
I guess I still don't know my own strength with this spell yet. I'm sorry. Deserved,
I
though.
taught-
Deserved.
I taught you better than that. With knife comes great responsibility.
I'm used to throwing it when I don't have bulging muscles.
That's gonna be 7 plus 5. That is going to be 11, 12. That's gonna be 12 healing. On him.
And that was healing word or
And that was Cure Wounds.
cure wounds. When Mira, you pull the knife out. He's like whining. You're like, oh my god. Put a hand over it. It sops up. The couple of scars and stuff on his face like clean up too. And he goes, oh, thank you. Okay, like as I was saying, there's nothing proprietary in there. Nothing. I mean, if you sell it, you'll probably get money. But there's nothing to get like.
Listen. Can you shut your mouth, please? We are looking for a person, and my friend here believes that that person is in there. Stop yapping about all the things that we're not asking about. We're asking about the person.
He just looks around, mouth looking like he's biting on his tongue.
Has anyone else
Can I
been
just
down
go
here?
over to that door?
Absolutely, Mira Marshan. You walk over to the door.
Yeah, what's
It's
he
just
gonna
a
do?
wooden door. You
Kick it.
pull at the handle, and it
And it's
feels
locked.
incredibly robust. Next to it, you can see like a little metallic plate, not dissimilar from like the one that was up on like those doors that you tried to get through initially that were like kind of on the fritz, showing like a crow logo. Not dissimilar as well from like the little brass plates you were given, the sending slates. Not dissimilar from those. They look embedded into the wall. As you pull at the handle, you see flash that little crow symbol on the plate as well again.
How's it open, buddy?
He's still like biting his tongue and he looks like anxiously, like almost constipated up to you, Integrity.
Can you not say it with your mouth?
You said to shut my mouth, and you're throwing knives at me, and
We'll start talking again.
you're corporate spies, and you're gonna kill me and cut my head off and send it to Crow.
Oh my god, we're not corporate spies. We just don't think that it's a cool idea to
Oh
have
my
a place
God.
under the school where you
Thank
people mind people.
God.
We're trying to save our friends.
Oh my god, you're not corporate spies. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm curious.
We're
Does it
wearing
seem
student
as though-
robes.
Does it seem
Yeah.
as though this is a magical effect that is preventing him from...
No,
He's
he
just
just seems to be
being-
very
Oh.
scared
He's just
of
being
Integrity.
stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mira, make an insight check.
Can make an
Truly.
insight check. Yeah,
His alignment is corporate stupid.
that is 11 plus... What is my insight? That's a 15 total.
15. When you said Runa, he kind of had an incredibly, very genuinely perplexed expression. And he was like, I'm going to assume you said runes. And now he's like just talking about this. He seems to genuinely not think that there's anyone through that door.
Okay.
And he's just kind of like, oh my God, you're not corporate spies. I can
Just
breathe
tell
again.
us how the door opens. We're not interested in you.
It's like a key card. I have it in my breast pocket. You can take it.
Can I mage hand it out?
I'm going to grab.
Oh,
I'm just gonna grab.
Integrity, you pounce.
Everyone grab
Reach a
it.
hand in there. You pull out a little copper plate that has a crow emblazoned on it. And then at the very bottom, it has Young O'Malley.
Okay. So it's in like this person's pocket.
Yeah, you
or-
pull it out. It has like a little ripcord, and you can just yank it. It goes back and slaps him in the face a little. And goes and lets out a little whimper.
Oh damn!
You can.
I was
toss
just like
it.
gonna carry him and like
Oh.
tap him on the thing, but
You can do
okay,
that.
I guess.
You can pick him up, walk over, boop. You hear like a little scan. Mira Marchand, you see the logo of the crow go very bright green, and the door goes and unlocks. You push at the handles, you push it open. Inside, you see racks upon racks of just stone, broken cobbles and stuff, logs that seem to be like partially burnt on the edges. You see big ropes and netting. You see pieces of steel, that steel mesh that had been preventing you guys from getting into the. Do you remember you had to cut the mesh before you started descending, and then it had regrown behind you. You see like a spool of that stuff down here. All of it has like burnt edges and stuff, and you hear Young like over your shoulder say, "Yeah, I told you, it's like the living stone, like old work and stuff." Mira Marchand.
May I recast locate creature?
Yes, you absolutely can. You step 2 feet into the room and start looking around, perplexed, and then strum on your lyre. The little ping goes out, and then a ping comes back, and it's just to your right. And you look and turn to your right, and you see scratched into the stone is like a little R, almost like someone had like a knife and they scraped it in, or like a nail or something. And you look at the stone for a little while, and it's coming from just the other side, like in the stone.
Is this the same as like when artists got pebbled, or is this?
No, this is not.
Okay.
It's like almost as if she is encased in stone.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have anything to? Guys, she's in the rock. I think she's trapped inside. Like it's grown back over her.
What?
Like when Deanna was in the ice. I think.
Is it kind of like hollow on the other side if you tap it?
I
you
tap
can go over
it.
and knock it. You can all make Arcana checks if you'd like to try to decipher what magic this might be.
That is not very high. That is only a 12. 8 plus 4.
Okay.
Not very high either.
Ooh.
Really?
Arcana. That is a 13.
14.
This is a 3rd level spell. 14? 14?
Yeah.
14's enough. 14's enough to know a 3rd level spell. Okay, let's be real. Let's be real with one another here. Like, those are dismal rolls, but it's enough. Mr. Wallaby, you're not unfamiliar. You're kind of really unfamiliar with it as a branch of magic, of transmutation, but you do know there is a spell called Meld into Stone, where you can melt into stone, as it were, and remain there for an extended period of time.
So I think they might have ended up using a spell that lets you like merge with stone for a time.
Oh,
That
well,
would
it didn't
probably
work on
explain the
Serenep, and I'm going to hold onto my lyre, and I have 1/3 level spell slot left, so that's perfect.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
going to strum some notes, and I like the idea that what it is it's like what is it called? Like the bars of
Yes.
a piece of sheet music that almost wrap around like tendrils and try to actually pull open this
Pull the
stone,
stone
as I
apart.
cast Dispel Magic.
Yes.
Which should be automatic because it's level 3.
It's the 3rd level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. These bars reach out like tendrils, and it's almost like the stone itself becomes liquid at their touch, and they just part it, almost like you would part like the water falling down from a waterfall.
Or a stage
And-
curtain.
or a stage curtain. They swipe out of the way, and almost like popping out of the stone is this lavender skinned with these brilliant golden freckles on her face tiefling. She pops out, rolls onto the ground, and the bars release the stone. It pulls back together in a smooth face, and she goes,
Oh my god, are you
breathes
okay?
such
What
a deep
happened?
breath. She looks up at you. Mira Marchand.
Yeah.
She's wearing like the full ensemble. She looks like a Crow Mercantile employee through and through. She's wearing like the same gray and black robes that everyone around has. She even has like bandages around her arm, and she looks altogether, Mira, like she's wearing the same outfit as many of the golems walking about, those golden golems with their bandages around. And she's like, "Oh my god, I was in there for so long." Mira,
It's okay. What's up?
and she grabs your hand and she goes, This place is horrible. It's, I can't even put into words. I overheard so much. I was so scared they were going to find me. I'm so glad. And she grips your hand and she goes, I'm so glad you got my message and came as soon as you could.
It's okay. Look, stick with us. We've got maybe the guy who did it tied up. Is anyone else? Is anyone else like you? Why are you wearing that?
I had to get in, and I came in I got in at shift change. The golem that I was wearing, it's fine. They're somewhere. I got in, and then I got down here, and no one asked questions because I was all dressed up. And then I broke into a couple of the other. I not broke in. The door's just open. It's not breaking in.
It's okay
just
if it
opens
is.
the door for you. And I grabbed letters, and I came and looked. There was just a room, this scrying pool, and it was just a big pond.
Interesting.
And I tried to use it, and nothing really happened. I came here and was looking around, rooting around, and then I heard someone come in, so I just ran into the cupboard, and then I was stuck for like an hour, and then there was more talking and yelling and talking and yelling, and I heard crow, and so I just hid in the wall and was waiting, and I sent my hat, and I think he was livid. He was yelling about golems and all the stuff that's been happening, all the stuff you've been talking about with Warbler, and there needed to be a way to control them, and then I was just stuck, and I just heard them tinkering for hours, and then a couple of minutes ago he was yelling, and now you're here.
Okay. No worries. We can deal with this in time. Let's get everything we can from this guy first, and then we'll get everybody back up and back on campus. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Not
Okay.
hurt at all. Just it's a lot of fear for a long time.
Understandable.
Like my like heart rate is in my throat.
I'd suggest you go back up now, but it's honestly, I think it's best if you stick with us just in terms of...
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
When you say that, Mira, you can hear like Integrity's still like carrying like a little football, a little hug me ball under her arm. You can hear Young go, you really shouldn't leave right now. An alarm will go off.
Thanks.
Insight check.
You can insight check that. And Mira, you can escort Runa back out.
Yeah.
Closing the door behind you.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. There's an alarm.
Okay, well, how do we turn off the alarm then?
Get back in Crow's good graces. I would say.
Not happening.
Yeah, no.
Put an alarm so that if my assistant or I left, it would alert him, and then he could send a guard to bring us back. No breaks, that kind of thing.
You're not allowed to leave?
Well, not when there's a project ongoing like this. This is a big deal. This is
How
like
how
really
often is
important.
there a project ongoing?
Well, like this caliber, not often. But this was a big deal. He thought it was a really important. He woke us up, and then he got me an assistant, thankfully, in the middle of the night.
And your assistant happened to be Kurt, which is exactly what the contract that
worked
he was
with you.
talking about before he left earlier
And
today.
Young looks at you guys in recognition. He goes, and he seems to looks at your faces. He looks at you, Winslow, and he goes, "Oh, I'm putting it together now. You were the interns, weren't you? Oh, it's funny
Yeah,
to
we were
finally
the
meet you
interns.
guys. Yeah, I worked with Kurt
Former
when you guys
intern.
bailed on the internship and were presumed dead.
Right.
Yeah, well, I did actually
we had,
die,
like, a
and now
real-
I'm back, so
That's really,
take that for what you will.
Yeah, that sucks, I guess, Sky. But Kurt and I have like a great working relationship. It feel like I was like protecting him from Crow and all that stuff. Like he's under my wing, under my mentorship. He's a great
that a
guy,
bird pun?
I really didn't want to throw him in that closet, but I was scared you guys would like hurt us severely, and I didn't want him to get hurt, I'll
You're
take
the one who... Okay, look, so what are these golems for? Because I can't imagine that a magic field that does whatever happened to Serenep is a particularly good thing or is going to be used for particularly good purposes. What can you tell us?
Oh, you mean the beacon?
Yeah, the beacon, the golems, all of it.
Well, okay, so okay, so we'll start with no, we should do alphabetical.
Oh my God.
The beacon is for, Crow wanted it because he said the golems might be gaining sentience, which is unexpected. An unexpected turn. Like, the theory shouldn't work out like that. It was really unexpected. We used crystals cut specifically to, like, contain any amount of emergent thought and, like, kind of just really... They have, like, an engraving in them where they can only follow, like, the protocols engraved. And so I honestly don't know what happened. And he came down here, and I thought he was going to strangle me to death, honestly, when he told me that was what was happening. He didn't. Luckily, I lived to live another day.
So it's for the golems, the
Oh,
spell.
the beacon. Well, the beacon's is so that we can bring them back under control. He wanted it to be, he wanted it done as soon as possible. And he's like, kind of like lulls his words and his eyes go a bit dizzy when he starts to like say he wanted it. He goes, well, but I delivered it. Kurt and I delivered it. He was a great help. But it affects organic life too, and it's a bit too strong. So he wasn't a huge fan of that one because he wanted it early. Yeah. But now we have 2 hours to work on it. And since you're not corporate spies, I'm sure you're not going to kill us.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think those 2 hours are going to mean much when I break it.
His face immediately panicked. He goes, please don't I know my life is in your hands right now, but I'm begging of you, if I could be but on my knees to beg and kiss your feet. And he looks to you kindly for a second, Integrity, and then he looks away as he thinks better of his decision, and he goes, if only I could, I would beg you. This is my life and my career on the line here. Like, I know it's a truly terrible thing to have done, but
and your career involves harming not only golems, but it's also potentially risking the lives of everyone else in the school.
No, that's not true at all. That's
you
just
said
a
it
blatant
yourself
lie.
that this beacon affects organic life.
That's why we need to fix it. That's why I need to fix it. It's my mistake. And I told him, no, you can't put this out there. And he was like, I'll kill you. And I'm trying to do the right thing here.
It's
okay?
clearly too dangerous to be left alone.
That's why I need to fix it. Just let me fix it.
That's
I
why
swear.
we need to destroy it.
I swear, please, no.
There is no good that can come from something like
If you destroy that, I'm dead. Please, really, he'll kill me. He'll throw me in a pit and let me, like, freeze to death or something. He's done it before.
What?
I'm sorry, he's done that. What?
Why do you work for him if he treats you like that?
I was exaggerating, but people have disappeared. It's my imagination. It keeps me up at night.
Well,
Let
maybe they were
go.
just fired.
Look.
On the fire, yeah, I bet.
Look, there are multiple places in this school where you can teleport out of here. Surely there's somewhere you can go, right? What if, if we protect you until you can get to one of the teleportation circles?
He knows where my mother's house is, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the salary's not really transferable, It's like credits that I can use at, like, Troil or at, like, the warehouse or here to get, like, food and stuff. And got clothes. Like, you can buy a lot of clothes.
You could always take refuge in the desert, maybe go to Pitch Top Water Bottom or something like that. Crow's influence probably doesn't reach over there.
I think it would be bad for my health.
Okay, well, would you rather have something be bad for your health or Crow be killing it?
But, like, I could get, like, a nasty sunburn or something could eat me. You never.
Yeah, and you can also be you could also be locked in a pit and work till you die.
I wouldn't
forever.
get work till I die. I would just get eaten by bugs, I think. So I guess it's eaten by bugs either way.
Listen.
At least you can run away from the bugs in the desert.
One way or another, this thing is gonna get destroyed. It's up to you if, like, you want to stay here and be left for dead or go somewhere else.
I definitely don't want to be left for dead either way. I would just rather try to fix it and prove... Because, like, if I abandon this, how do I get another job as an artificer?
That's what you're worried about? Seriously?
Really
Of
what
course,
you're
that's what I'm
concerned
worried
about?
How am I supposed to... You guys have a lot of nifty ideas, but how am I supposed to feed my... You look at me and you see a multi-talented individual, but believe you me,
Okay.
this is all I got. I know how to swing a hammer, cut a gem, write a rune. I couldn't I couldn't make a soup.
Why can't you just get hired in, like, another town?
Because they know,
Exactly.
because everyone knows me. I'm like the star guy.
There's a whole world out there that needs artificers.
I've never heard of you.
Well, you're not in these meetings. What? You're a nobody. You guys are serious right now?
I look
Change
down
your
at my
name.
wrists, pretending to look at a watch and be like, the more you argue with us, the more time you're wasting. So,
Well, you're not going to let me fix it. So we're at a stalemate.
Guys, I think there's reasonably only one solution. If we care at all about this guy whose job is threatened by not being able to hurt people anymore.
It is? No.
No,
Oh,
there's only. I'm not talking to you.
No.
I'm not talking to you. Guys,
Integrity is
Guys.
going
You
to
squeeze him. Yeah.
Put
a rope in his
use
mouth.
like part of the
Gag him.
rope to
Yeah,
tie
gag
him,
him.
like to gag him.
Mira.
guys, I think we have to go after Crow. I'm going to be totally honest.
He's clearly up to some horrible stuff down here.
Yeah, look, I mean, we've talked around him and we've talked to him and we've investigated around him. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know how we're going to stop him. I don't think we should go kill somebody, but I think we have to go after him. This way, this guy, this piece of shit won't be threatened. The golems won't lose their sentience. I think this is our only option.
Can I ask a request then before we go and do that?
Yeah.
Probably be a good idea to completely trash everything in this room.
Oh, we're fucking this place up.
hey, sir. Hey,
Let's
sir.
do that.
I put my hand over his mouth more.
Oh, thank you. I was worried that y'all weren't gonna be like, no, Winsler, don't do that.
Oh my god, No, we absolutely have to destroy this thing. Are you kidding?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, especially with the whole involvement in like the war efforts, I don't trust any of this technology to be used for any of that.
Oh, absolutely not.
He's just shaking
Okay,
his head.
smash that. Here, I have like a couple of things that you can like use to smash it with.
I can make a giant hand.
You can make a giant hand. There's tons of
Do that.
hammers and
Ooh,
chisels
do
around.
that. I only had a bat, but you know,
I nudge Runa.
I think yours is better.
I go, hey, Runa, I know this isn't really in the spirit of proper journalism, but do you want to wreck some shit?
I mean, if everyone's wrecking shit,
I know.
maybe it'll be good for like anxiety's sake.
Right? That's so smart. What if they just invented like a room where you could break
room where
things?
you could break things?
I feel like
That
that would
sounds
be really
great.
profitable.
And it would be so easy. You could just have like mend everything back together. That would be print money.
Hey, dude, I look over to Young. There's $1 million idea if you can't get another job.
We should also
So-
probably let Kurt out.
Yeah, you hear
Oh,
at this point
right.
the conversation dulls, and you hear thump, thump, thump coming from the door that he got pushed into.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Integrity, would you like to pick this guy up and open the door?
Yes,
Okay,
of course.
You pick him up, bleep. The thing glows green. Winslow, you can pull it open. Kurt falls forwards. He grabs you by the shoulders. His eyes are wild, and he's just like, "Oh, He stands up
Hey.
a little bit and he goes, "You guys got everything under control. It sounded horrific from the other side. It was like all
So-
muffled."
This was the contract that Crow hired you for?
His eyes glaze over for a bit, and then he shakes his head and he goes, and he just mouths yes, but he doesn't say it out loud. And he, "Oh,
Are you alright?
I just no, I can't say it. I work, yeah." And he thumbs up you, and then Young underneath Integrity's arm is like shaking his head, and Kurt like
we're not
looks
talking
over
to
and
you.
goes, "You should, seriously, he's not a bad guy, honestly, like truly, seriously, no, like." And he sees you, Mira, make like an expression, and he goes like, "Really, like,
We're not gonna hurt him.
no, like I know you shouldn't hurt him or anything like that, but like
We're gonna take
look
down the
around-
person who's
no.
threatening him. I don't know what to tell you.
break the beacon. I don't care about that. That's not my monkeys. Not my
Got it.
Not my monkeys. The other stuff, like seriously." And he steps towards you and goes, "You don't know, like maybe it's not good for Crow to have. Yeah, sure. Maybe doing a selling it, take it, sell it to someone else. Just send it to someone else because like this stuff is maybe I'm just like just kissing boots, but this stuff's like revolutionary. It's gonna change the world. Okay.
Okay, here's
And
your
Crow
chance to
wants
make a case
use
for it.
And Crow wants to use it to hurt people.
No,
he wants to use
just
it for his own
the
end.
beacon, and he like points over. Like, do you see those sails? You see all those sails? The cloth is supposed to regenerate. The wood is supposed to regenerate. There's living stone. There's living metal. All of this stuff, so that if a storm comes by and destroys your house, it just grows back. Right? That's not like nothing. That's an incredible change. And Young here is like the mind behind that. Okay, it's not just trying to kill people or some war effort, whatever that is, or trying to take over Golem's minds. It's trying to make workers who won't get injured or let people.
The-
Do you
get what I
hear
mean?
yourself when you're
Like,
saying all those terrible things?
No, but I do. People's houses getting like regrown if there's a fire, if there's a terrible thing. That's not evil.
Do you think Crow is actually going to use this stuff to help people? Do you think Crow is actually going to let people get their hands on something like this?
Maybe I'm childish, but yeah, I do.
Kurt, the stuff that doesn't hurt people. Do you have the blueprints anywhere, the instructions? Do you know how they're made?
No, I'm just on the Golem stuff. He
Uh,
does.
Young.
And he points
Yes
over
or no?
Young.
Nod, do you?
And he
Okay.
nods and makes like a little squeak.
We have access to a pretty substantial amount of printing technology. What if we printed it? What if we made it public? The stuff that can't hurt other people. You know, stuff
Like
is
a research paper?
Yeah, I mean, stuff like this is powerful to Crow because he's the only one who can sell it. If we just make it available to everybody, not the golems that kill people, we definitely need to figure
Yeah.
something else out about that. But sales, houses that repair themselves, what if we just printed that? Crow can't make money off of being the only person to do it, and it won't hurt anybody, right?
True.
Young.
We have the
tied
Warbler,
up,
why not use it?
His face goes pale as you talk of corporate espionage. Kurt like scratches his head a little bit, Mira, as you go, and he'll kind of lean over to you, Winslow, and he says, "I didn't help make the golden ones. Like I don't know if you trust me right now, but I promise you, Winsler, on my life, I didn't help make those golden ones.
There's a lot of things going in my head right now about the golems, you included.
I helped make the green ones for like landscape work, so that the two golems that disappeared, like Ari and Toll, would be replaced. I swear, that's all I helped him make. That's it.
I'm going to speak towards Young, and I'm going to say, you pride yourself in being the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be the best of the best if you share this to the world. I know that it's scary to, be the target of Crow, but there's a whole world that will benefit and enjoy what you make. You just have to say yes to what Mira is proposing here.
Integrity. Make a persuasion check with advantage, due to all of your convincing arguments, and Mira, your generous offer.
Trust me, I'm a business person.
We had a lemonade stand.
We're not gonna tell.
It's true. I'm supposed to know about that.
Did so well.
16 plus 6, 22.
Well,
22. He seems to be mulling it over, and then he'll make eye contact with you, Integrity, and then you, Mira, and you see him kind of gulp, and he'll give a nod and go, and little squeak escapes.
Okay, good. The golems cannot be used for any sort of work. The golems need to be able to make their own decisions, but these kinds of items, we democratize it. We publish it. We can get Warbler issues out beyond Wildcliff if we try. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna go after Crow. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna stop him from being able to hurt you or anyone else, and we'll fuck shit up, right, guys?
Absolutely.
we'll give it a try.
Yeah. So we gotta get out of here. Get him out fast.
We gotta find all that information first, and then trash this beacon and anything else that might be worth smashing.
Yeah. Kurt, next to you, Winsler, like, sighs. He kind of has a distance between you two, right? And he'll kind of look over and grab, like, one of the hammers off the work table and just toss it to you, Mira. And he says, it's fragile as fuck. Just hit it in the crystal. I'm
going to hold the hammer out to Winsler because this was his idea. And I will say, you're so buff. You want to smash something?
Oh my god. How long has it been? Has 10 minutes passed yet or no?
It's been 9.5 minutes.
Perfect.
Perfect enough time to smash some glass or crystal.
Mira holds a steel hammer out to you. You grab it. The muscles ripple. You could feel all the veins popping in your forearm. You walk over to this thing 7 feet tall and you kind of look at it. What do you want to do, bud?
We're gonna swing to its side in hopes to like
break that cage and
maybe topple it over.
Make an athletics check for me.
Oh shit!
I came in like a wrecking ball.
That's a nat 1.
Oh my god!
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's a
Do you
nat
still
1.
have your bardic
You
inspiration?
still have bardic inspiration.
I do,
suppose
yeah.
you do.
Do I use it?
Does that help even? It's a natural.
I don't know.
Try, just try.
Use it.
Just try.
I'll use the bardic inspiration. Well,
It's a crystal. It can't move.
That's a total of 3.
Oh my
3
god.
total. Windsor goes ding, and a loud bell like boom emanates from it all. Gets a
And
little
my
dent in
power
it.
up vanishes.
And then and he goes, whoosh, and you see his like the muscular form of Windsor shrink back down to the wispy gnome.
I now have to succeed on a DC 15 con save.
Oh, else exhaustion.
Okay, all right. I rolled a 19. We're fine.
Okay,
we're fine.
What was the possible?
If I fail it, I suffer a level of exhaustion.
I see. Winslow, the strength drains from your arm as you lift the hammer one more time. It feels ever so much heavier, and you're like, oh, and you almost get like pulled backwards. His muscles fade. The powerful aura around him fades as well. You all see him ding that thing. All the butterflies fly away as if fearful, and a couple of them slip out through a crack.
This is a little awkward.
You know what? Maybe this will have to be a group effort.
Yeah.
You can all grab hammers if you would like.
But yeah, let's do it.
You spend the
Smash
next
this shit.
minute just smashing this thing to absolute shreds. You smash the crystal. Shards go flying. You smash the brass. The butterflies escape. You beat this thing, not bloody, but you beat this thing senseless until it is a pile of scrap brass and broken crystals the size of like little grains of salt, just sitting there on the ground. Mira, you can take out the remote control and like smash that too if you would so desire.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Young sits in the corner, propped up with a horrified expression on his face. Runa joins in. Kurt joins in as well in an attempt to warm your heart or bring you back over Winsler and make him trust him again. And so too, so the thing breaks. It is rot or scrap on the floor. All that done. Everyone huffing and puffing from the exertion. What would you all like to do? Kurt will say out loud, he wasn't lying about the alarm. There's seriously an alarm on here. Like, if anyone leaves, it will go off, and Crow will, like, know immediately something's up. He'll sense people down immediately to throw us back in here.
Now, do we have
Well-
to physically leave through the door?
Yeah, like if the door opens.
So if we if we
okay.
leave by not opening the door, we'll be fine?
I mean, we have ways of doing
Yeah.
that.
I mean, Kurt, like, looks, absolutely. He goes, yeah, I mean, that's how it works. I tried to leave earlier to, like, take a bathroom break, and immediately someone just, like, a golem was outside, like, 2 minutes. I couldn't even find a bathroom in that time.
If we were to go through the wall and not through the
Yeah.
door, would that trigger that alarm too?
I don't think so, no.
Sweet.
All right, well, let's grab everything that we need to, and I guess we can just kind of let's see if this works.
Absolutely. Integrity, Adalberry.
Yes.
Under your watchful eye, Young is still tied up. He kind of looks at you expectantly now that he's agreed to go along with your plan and keeps, like, making little chirps. Do you want to untie him so that he can collect his work, or are you going to keep him tied?
What's our general consensus here,
Yeah.
friends?
Maybe we keep his hands tied, but you know, he can move around a little just to be safe, sorry, but also maybe
shrugs.
we get to the Warbler office, get the blueprints printed, and then he can do what he wants when we're ready to confront Crow. Go off, live your life,
Yeah, that's
invent
fair,
rage
I
rooms.
guess.
That's okay. So I'm
that
gonna untie.
fair?
He shrugs. He nods. He goes,
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do just that.
You untie him. At the moment you untie his mouth, he goes, oh, I was going to suffocate. Oh, my God.
No, you weren't.
you-
I
I was. You don't know my
Were you
lung
unlocking
capacity.
through your nose?
I left your nose open. Are you a mouth breather?
Hobgoblins can't breathe through their noses. You don't know that?
Okay. Anyways, go grab your stuff.
You untie him. His wrist's still bound. He scampers around, and he'll be like, Kurt, grab that. Grab this one. That notebook is incredibly important. It has like star charts and stuff in it too. That should probably get printed. I don't know if you want to print that one. That's up to you.
It's a
You have a
special
way-
edition. We're printing everything.
Okay,
Except for
like
the
a-
murder weapons.
Yeah.
Okay,
No one
murder-
should have access to
I
that.
mean, I don't make murder weapons. So I
well, the
don't know about
golems,
that.
I mean.
Yeah, but they can do. They're not just for killing.
I know.
But they
should
have
be
a
people.
function to hurt people,
People shouldn't
so
be made.
no.
Here's the thing: if someone dies, it's like very expensive to bring them back. If one of the golems dies, like that one over there, I mean, you severed all of its command wires, but the other one, that would be like 25 gold pieces to bring it back.
Well, when we're ready to help impart consciousness.
I should slap him.
You can slap him, absolutely. He goes, oh! And like recoils from you. He seems to go around, scuttling around, getting the work done. Mira, as you kind of like stand near the door and kind of like watch over this, trying to keep a watchful eye and also thinking in your head like, okay, how are we going to get this done? What do we need to get done? Runa will kind of sidle up next to you and she goes, okay. I think this is the moment, but I mentioned I went to like, there was like a personal room. No one was in there, but I assume it's Crow's. It couldn't be anyone else's. It was like gaudily decorated and all that kind of stuff. She ruffles in like one of the pockets of this Crow mercantile outfit and pulls out a opened letter. It has like it's very plain looking, and she hands this to you and she goes, I think I know the context of this, but you should probably look at it too.
Okay.
Bigger situation on our hands, maybe. You've referenced some stuff that I think is relevant, like and she looks over and she goes, like the war effort or whatever you were talking about.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. I'll take a look at this.
Do you want to peek at it?
Yeah, I want to peek at it.
Dear
Thank you for-
Crow. It's written in the ugliest handwriting you've seen
Oh.
ever. It's like a child's handwriting. Basically.
I relate.
Sarah, you might be familiar. Dear Crow, my aunts advised getting you in our corner. I sail with them to their keep in Hornlow. Now, Leave. I sail with them to their keep in Hornlow now, leaving the capital with all the speed we could muster. I admit confusion as memories long forgotten flood my mind, but your questions about my mother this past autumn's end strike me now as related to this cloudiness. How did you know? You must meet with us at the soonest. The state moves forward without me, and my father refused to answer a single question.
This is Prince Fred.
For pushing back the fog of my mind's eye, I thank you, Crow. Sail quickly. Frederick.
Ah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god.
Lovely.
All right. I hold it up to my friends. I think I passed it to Serenup first. Feels right.
Yeah. So,
Fucking Oshua again.
Again.
Oh my. Okay.
Thank you, Runa. We'll use this to figure out what to do next. I appreciate you giving me this information because getting broken out of a kidnapped location and then saying, I have all this stuff to tell you, it made me feel like maybe you were about to die. So I greatly appreciate,
yes.
I've read a lot of books.
Yeah, get shot in the neck or something.
Kind of a
like
death
that.
flag.
Yeah.
Wow, that was really close to home, Runa.
She looks around, kind of worried for a moment, worried at offending her boss. Windsor Wallaby, you watch with careful eyes as Young and Integrity. You can also watch as you're the one holding the rope. Young and Kurt go around grabbing tomes and different things. He kind of looks at the sail on the wall and he kind of looks to you, Integrity, and goes, it would be great if we could get the materials out of here because starting from scratch would probably we can put the theory in on the blueprints out there, but unless people have a material sample, I think it would be really hard. Plus, if they have a material sample and they do the process, it'll just grow for them and they'll know it's real. So could you cut that sail down and put it?
Cut the sail down. I thought you were asking me to bring
cut
the
a little.
wood.
You could cut a little fabric swatch out of it all and attach it to each copy that you send out.
That's fun.
Yeah, for sure. I can do that.
I told you, I'm an innovator. I'm an
I can actually
innovator in
carry
these
it.
things. You can carry it, Winslow. You
How
have a
big is
massive
it?
scroll on your back. It's a sail, bro. It is a sail of a ship.
All right. So
Wrapped up?
How what are the dimensions wrapped up?
Integrity item player, you can scuttle up and cut some things, drop this thing to the ground. Winslow, this would be equivalent to trying to carry a 30-foot by 60-foot tarp wrapped up. It's probably 100 pounds, if not heavier. I do not know how much cloth weighs, but it is hefty, my guy.
Okay, well,
Young kind of looks around a little bit more.
we don't have to fold it up entirely. We can just snake it through something.
Drag it behind you.
No. We don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull out my little black handkerchief.
Winslow, you pull out a little black handkerchief. Young looks over and goes, "Oh, did you? Hey, excuse me. This might be a rude question. Can I take a look at that?
No.
Why?
Well, I had one that looked just like that. It went missing.
Is this his? Were there initials embroidered into this thing when we first looked at it?
If I recall,
No,
yes,
it was hung up in a room of that little man, the little gnome who was watching over you guys.
Osgood Parm.
Osgood Parm.
Osgood Parm.
Not at all associated. He this person goes, I thought someone else stole it, but I guess you nabbed it. Y'all really did a number on that town. Okay, that's all the stuff I need. Winslow, you can unspool this thing, a void created on the floor, and you Integrity, and Winslow a little bit, and maybe Sarah enough, can push this massive thing in.
Spool this sail
this
in there.
Sail, and it sags in there, and you can just wrap it up, put it in a pocket. Young looks around and goes, okay, boss lady, we're good to go.
All right, let's get on out of here. And I'm gonna walk over to the wall that's next to the door.
Of course.
And I'm going to pull from my bag a pinch of sesame seeds.
Of course.
And as they're in my palm, I'm just going to carve an ovular
passage
cut in the wall, and
of course.
Portable. We now have a pass wall.
Snap, crackle, pop, and it vanishes into thin air. A large archway. You can all walk through out into the hallway. You can all make perception checks for me.
Yes. Jeez. 7 total.
God damn! What are
3
the
plus
rolls?
4.
What are the rolls?
I have 5.
19.
19.
Not natural 20.
Okay.
I have 5.
Y'all are keeping me here. Thank you, Sarah, for integrity. These fools spending spell slots, wasting, getting bad rolls. Damn.
Listen, I'm a wizard. I use them. That's what I use them for.
Integrity.
You turned buff.
Serenep. You hear single as soon as you're the first person, like Mira's feet or Winsler's feet, cross the threshold of that like pass wall, you hear like a single like chime, almost like a wind chime, just a single ding in this room. Nothing else happens.
Guys, something happened.
what?
Noise, sound.
Oh,
a bell.
that would be the alarm. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Was it only supposed to be
All
one
right.
ding or what?
All right. Plan B. Everybody gather around.
Gather
okay.
around.
Okay.
All right. So, with my last remaining 5th level spell slot,
Oh,
I'm going to pull out some rare chalks and inks infused with precious gems worth 50 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. And I'm going to... where should we go, first of all? This is me talking. Where should we, go?
My vote is for the Warbler printing office so that we can get Runa out of here and that we can get things printed.
Is there a teleportation circle in the office?
I thought you could go
What if-
anywhere.
No,
It would
you
have to
can't
be
go
where the
anywhere.
circle is.
Well, hear me out.
I
What
mean,
if
we
we
could
went
just go to the
from-
Hall of Voyage. Oh, Sarah.
I don't know what getting off of campus would do, but because Artist's cabin has a teleport back to Wildcliff.
yeah.
True, we have
Neutral
options.
zone.
We have options to go really anywhere. We can go to Artis's Cottage. We can go
Go to the Bridgefort.
the Hall of Voyages.
Oh fuck yeah,
we
Bridgefort,
could
let's
go to the Bridgefort,
New
I
adventure.
guess. But why would we need to go there?
I think at least the cabin, we can drop off Young.
He can just run through the wild.
He can just go be free
He
in the
can just
wild. and
run
then we'll
away.
print everything off.
I don't feel like we should leave campus. I feel like we should stay on campus so that we can plan and print and
Yeah,
stuff.
Artis's
but that's
Cottage
just
is like
my
our
vote.
Artis's
Okay,
Cottage
in
is
that
like
case,
our
Hall
personal
Voyages.
base. I don't feel comfortable having
Bringing
a
people.
crow employee, the best of the best, in our base and knows where it is.
Oh, true.
So
I mean,
So to the Hall of Voyages.
I mean that's the only place with
Yeah.
a.
it's also
Yeah, I
closer
do-
to the Warbler,
Yes.
anyways.
Yeah,
True.
it's like a 5-minute walk.
All right.
What's the
I
one?
will draw the circle in the form of the Hall of Voyages.
Of
This one's like a
course.
weird,
Gothic cathedral.
yeah, it's like a weird cubic geometric circle.
It's art. It's art.
It's
is what it
beautiful.
is. Winslow, you finish this and then clap your hands together. Poof! And a puff of light. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you whoosh, vanish into thin air, arriving at your destination easily. You find yourselves in a dark Gothic hall, broad at center, 5 feet away from that entryway. Young breathed a sigh of relief. He goes, "Oh, okay. This is good. This is good stuff. Okay." Mir Marchand, you can lead the way, I presume. Did you want to peek outside the door before? How sneaky are we trying to be, I guess, is my question.
We should probably be very
We should be quite sneaky.
Okay. In that case, everyone, could you make stealth checks for me? As Mira leads you to the enchantment tower to the 6th floor.
Which
with
one of you is the
Warbler.
least stealthy?
I have a +3.
I have a +2.
I am. Wait, do you still have your bardic inspiration, Serenep, or did you use it?
Serenep
Has
does.
I haven't
Perfect.
used it.
Yes.
So
Awesome.
yes.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
My stealth is
Oh!
also pretty low.
That is
Good.
no, it isn't. Fuck you. That is
Good
a
roll.
crit. That is a 26.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
All of these horrible rolls building up to this
Building
moment.
up to this. This is the most important one.
Yeah.
All of your stealth has been very good so
Yeah, you've
far
been
today. It's
amazing.
been wonderful.
Jeez.
Okay.
Okay,
I
that's
got-
not bad.
28.
Oh, that sucks. That's not great.
Oh, my stealth
For you?
I got 21. Better than rolling a
Okay.
fucking 2.
12.
Yeah.
But
Serenep,
using
Serenep.
bardic, sorry, so 12.
Bardic
So but I used
Inspiration.
bardic inspiration, so that is an 18.
An 18, perfect. Mira, you can lead the way, peeking out, left and right. There's a golem. You wait for it to pass and then scutter across. You can hear off, like on the other side of the building, where that golem was walking to. You can hear like small talk. You can hear the golem still congregated, Mira Marchand, and look over that direction. Young kind of like peeks his head around and goes, "This campus is pretty nice in the light of the day." It's probably like around 2:30, 3 o'clock for you guys as reference at this point. And he's kind of like trailing around. Integrity, you have to pull the rope constantly, or else he keeps lagging behind. Kurt is laden with a bunch of books and is trying to be as quiet as possible. And Runa is just like slinking, just completely silent. The 7 of you make your way without any possible problem stopping when you need to stop, posing like a group of students when you need to, and finally making the mad dash, scampering across the clearing to the foot of the enchantment tower, slamming the doors behind you. Mira, you race to the top, or to the 6th floor where the Warbler office is. You push those doors open and find like 2 of your staff. They kind of look up. Arlie and the first year Whitney Tremors, the other tiefling, she seems to be like scribing something that she had previously written in a poor tone, or a poor, just to get printed. Arlie is kind of like looking bored over near like the printing press in the corner, just waiting. It's like that time of day that the new material is getting put through and the printing is kind of being like, just set up. They kind of both look at you with an expression, and then Runa behind you, and then more and more people will start piling in. The
guy we have tied up.
Yeah, the guy tied up gets pulled in and goes, oh! Good office. So this is like a global kind of press, because this seems pretty heritage.
Well, it's a school newspaper, but I think if we use teleportation circles, we can really increase the distribution for this special edition. Hi guys. So we are going to be making our first special print. This guy here is going to be our lead content strategist for what we're doing.
Nice to meet you, young head artificer at Chrome Mercantile Corporation.
Yes. So, new special edition being printed, titled On the Nature of Democratized Ingenuity, Reclaiming Crow Mercantile's Hidden Blueprints. We are going to be releasing them en masse. We need to really up printing. He will give you all the information. We want to get as many copies as possible. We can delay the regular Warbler publication if we don't have the raw materials to do both as soon as possible. Runa, Whitney, I'm wondering if it's possible for either of you guys to use the teleportation circles in the Hall of Voyages to get some of this out beyond the school. Is that something either of you would be willing to do?
Whitney Tremor's eyes light up, red skin, purple hair, her eyes light up, glittering, sparkling, and she goes, I would. She just looks around so exuberant, she can't even find her words. Runa will nod sagely as well. Mira Marchand, you start dishing out orders. I assume the friends begin to take positions as well. Can everyone walk me through what do we see? What is this scene as everyone is frantically trying to get as many publications prepared as possible, get all this information out of Young's brain and these other blueprint books? Paint me a word picture, please, everybody.
I will be working with Kurt to help organize the actual documents in like a legible order and basically help to summarize, this is what it is, this is how it works, and for layman's terms, essentially.
Absolutely. Deciphering the incoherent text and babbling, the techno-babble, as it were, into normal, common. Integrity, Idleberry.
Oh, I really don't know what happens in the printing press, honestly.
Okay, me neither.
No, nobody knows. They just magically go in and they magically come out.
Like, is there like a big-ass stamp?
There's like a press that you line up all the letters in, and then you like run it through.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then Integrity's the one who's doing that.
Oh, you're just as quickly as possible, like putting all the letters into the proper
because
positions.
You know how like Integrity
arranging.
just like can't stay still. So Integrity's just like constantly like doing the twist and turns.
So
to
much.
Just print as fast as she can.
So many
she's competing with herself. She's she's faster than she was before.
I got that page in 5 seconds. I can get this one. I can get this one in 4.9. It's like a constant rhythmic press and unpress, the spool, inking, everything. Arlie watches over and like whispers under his breath, like, please, please, please don't make her lose a hand. Please don't make her lose a hand. Oh my God.
Stop, I'm concentrating.
I'm talking to someone else.
You better be.
Mira Marchand and Serenep Cinnamon.
I'm doing like both the high level like organization, and I think what I'm also doing is I imagine there's like a blackboard or something.
Yes.
I'm like writing down a little possible list of like, oh, here's cities you can get to from the Hall of Voyages. Here's like the population. Where are most people like literate and interested in tech? Where can we get this?
Yes,
doing that
yes,
strategizing.
Yes.
Also, may I suggest, because this is like a montage, may I suggest Dolly Parton 9 to 5 as like like the typewriter effects at the beginning as like the printing press chugs.
This is fantastic. Why don't we wait so long for a newspaper? Staring at Cinderman, how would you like to help out the war effort?
So as my cousin is getting all the pages put together in a pile, I'm carrying them over to another table where I'm helping out any other workers organize the pages into like the proper newspaper itself, and then like bundling them together,
passing them over. A carefully organized kind of conveyor belt of production here going on, from the transliteration from nerd to common, the laying out of the printing press, the kind of printing
the cutting
itself,
of the sale,
the cutting of the
samples.
sale for free samples attached onto the end, getting all the paquettes assembled. It is probably like a 60-page document all assembled, just like soft cover, the brilliant title you came up with, Mira, full on display. This affair, and I'll be very clear, takes roughly 2 hours in entirety, getting all the materials and stocking things up, people running to and fro, someone running to the dining hall, getting coffees and running back, the whole kit and caboodle. The sun begins to set, not set, but it's probably like 4:30ish. In the distant horizon, the wind, it's shining dramatically through the window at the far end of this room. You're looking at probably 40 copies and more coming off of the press after all this time. Everything's set up, everything's translated, all the cloth, all the production is ready. It's just printing press is the lowest or the smallest common denominator here, slowing things down. But it'll be ready by in another hour, probably 100 copies ready. As you're all sitting here, the printing press still going, Integrity, you feel the soreness, fatigue setting in, but you cannot stop. You got to get these times down. You got to get production up. You all hear a very careful knock, knock, knock at the door to the Warbler. Very calm, very collected. Kurt looks very anxiously over his shoulder and then checks a clock on the wall in here. And then he looks panicked for a second and he rushes over to wherever you're sitting, Winsler. And he goes, there was something that we forgot. There was something that I didn't, that in the heat of the moment, I forgot to mention.
What did you forget to do?
There was a second one.
What do you mean
there was a second beacon that Crow took? And he said someone else was going to be working on it until they got it right, and they were going to check on us, and they're probably checking on us down there, or they already know that the alarm went off, and as he says that, the knock, knock, knock at the far end of the hall.
Do you think that's him?
I hope not. I really hope not. Young is he pulls the rope and kind of hides under the table a bit. He's like, "Excuse me," and just kind of squeezes in, trying to hide behind chairs and such.
I'm gonna try to relay silently to my friends. Yeah. Lock the door.
Knock,
make sure that they can't get in.
Knock.
Just as a precaution.
I'm going to move across the room, where I have a clear line at the door. Absolutely. I'm going to prepare lightning bolt. If I see Crow or a Crow Goonie open that door,
a Crow goon,
bad things are gonna happen.
Okay. Knock, knock, knock. It comes a bit faster.
I'm gonna look at everyone else and nod and be like, let's get ready for something.
I kind of want an insight check. I don't think I've ever heard Crow knock on a door before, have I?
Make an insight check.
Does he have
I ever heard him knock on a door?
Your mind goes back to months ago in one of the warehouses.
It's a 15?
15? It doesn't sound like someone with skin knocking on a door. Does that make sense?
Can Integrity peek to the bottom of the door and be like,
absolutely,
I want to see the shoes. Are they wearing shoes?
You see a...
Because I feel like Integrity looks at people's shoes and makes it
put it together. You're a shoe. Yeah,
I personality.
Yeah. Integrity. You look under the door. You do not see shoes, as there is a dark black robe sitting on the floor, kind of bunched a little bit, that is blocking feet. It seems as though there's just one person on the other side of the door.
This question may not come into play yet. Are there windows in this room? I know we're on the 6th floor.
There is one at the very far end behind your desk, Mira Marchand.
Okay. In that
big
case,
arched window.
What I think one might want to do is because what I'm thinking is no matter what happens here and now, we should be getting some of these papers out of here. Some of the ones that have already been printed. How much weight can Bigby's hand carry?
That's a lot. That is a ton. What's Bigby's hand's strength?
Strength is 26.
Okay. So 15 times your strength score is your carrying capacity.
15 times, sorry about this math. I promise it
No
matters.
worries.
15 times 26, 390 pounds.
Okay.
Which means on an average.
Assuming each one is 2 pounds.
Pardon?
Assume each one is like, each book is 2 pounds.
Oh, it's not about the book.
Oh.
390 pounds. That could be 3 people weighing 130.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to cast the spell, Bigby's Hand. I would like to have it be placed like right outside the window, and I'm going to say, Arlie, Runa, Whitney, there's about 40 copies right now. I want you guys to get out of here and get them to as many people as possible, no matter what happens. Is that okay?
Whitney
It will carry you down.
Whitney Tremors looks around very anxiously. Runa takes like a deep breath and kind of like grits her teeth. Like, oh shit, this is a lot. She kind of says in her breath, this is a lot for one day. And Arlie
I know.
like looks at you and goes, yeah, we'll get them out of here. And he puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, really, just stay safe. It's not worth your life.
I know. You got this.
Yeah. And Mira, do you want to throw the windows open?
Yeah!
Remember, Sean, as you throw the windows open, can you make a perception check for me?
I can make a
boy.
perception check.
Imagine if some people are just like watching. It's like a hand.
That is a 14. 10 plus 4.
Okay. You throw the windows open, taking a deep breath, and you gesture for everyone to jump out onto the hand. You see the 3 of them jump out. The hand kind of lowers a bit and strains, and then you can magically lower it very gently down probably 6 stories to the base of the tower. You see them scamper off and start to run away, and you can take a very deep breath. The knock at the end of the hallway, at the door, goes clunk, clunk, clunk. You hear it like little metal fingers bashing on the door. Not bashing.
Okay.
It's a very polite knock.
Okay. I'm maybe you two hide in the back corner there, and we'll have to open the door one way or another.
Yes, Serenap Cinderman.
I was
Still
so
prepared.
I'm guessing that the guys are going to the 2 guys are going to grab their papers.
Mm-hmm.
All of the currently made newspapers are now taken out, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna
But
look
I think the machine is still chugging on, like
The
making
machine
new
is
ones
still-
as this
yes.
is happening.
I was okay. So I was just gonna say gonna look to Integrity, who's been working with the big printing. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
can you take the letters out of the press
Mm.
and scramble
So
them
that
out?
to hide what was actually being written down.
Yeah,
Mm.
to try and look try to make it
Try to make
look-
it seem a bit chill.
We can also
Yeah.
just destroy the evidence.
There's a
Fuck
bunch
no,
of,
we're not destroying the printing
There's a
press. We
bu-
need it
no,
for
not
more.
the-
Not
all
the
the-
printing
like
press.
there's a bunch of blueprints and like stuff.
I mean,
on the
like
table.
the evidence.
You could just light it on
the
fire.
blueprints.
Is that what? Do you want to do that, Winsler? Is that?
Well, I mean,
Windsor-
we have copies of them being delivered out right now.
That's correct.
So what we have
All the
here,
original materials are on the desk. You hear kind of from under the desk, like, I'm not here. I'm not here. Okay.
like,
I'm not.
is it worth it for us to lose the original documents when we already have copies out on the way?
I guess my thing is they might already know that we're doing this. I don't. I feel
Yeah.
like we might be past that point. Is what I'm thinking. I don't know. That's
Okay.
Maybe
We should just prepare for the worst, I guess.
prepare for the worst. What does that look like?
I still have my hand up.
Yep.
It's
absolutely.
it's done like the little finger walk back into the
Yeah.
room.
I could summon something to help protect us
Do you want to do that
Ooh.
now or as a prepared action?
as a preparation, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe
What would
I'll
you like-
actually I know what I'll do. I'll get a droplet of water
Okay.
and I will prepare watery sphere in the event
Okay.
that this is a threat.
Okay. Watery sphere prepped.
Ooh, water sphere and then lightning. Ooh,
Integrity Outerbear, you can pull all the typeface out and kind of reset the printing press as much as you possibly can, and you can run over. You see Young hiding under the table, like, "Ugh," and Kurt is kind of like getting ready. He seems to have like a book in his hand, ready to throw it at someone. Mayhaps someone knock, very politely, raps at the door.
All right. Be prepared. We got this. And Integrity walks to the door and gonna slightly open with her eyes peeking, like one eye peeking.
Yeah.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to the Warbler.
Standing on the other side of the door, their hand raised as if they were about to knock again, you see a black-cloaked golem with an eggy head. You see there's silvery metal along their brass skeleton. You see the figure of Ari.
Oh,
Hand raised, and they'll lower their hand as you open the door, and they won't say a word. and they'll just stare down at you from their eggy head.
You're coming to visit us?
May I come in?
Why do you ask?
I worry about the contents of this room. May I come in?
But it's just gossip.
They lean towards you, Integrity, and say, then I would love nothing more than to come in and partake. Now, please, the door.
It's Ari. I'm inclined to maybe let them in.
I guess it's like, how much damage can they do, right?
I know Ari's not with Crow.
Yeah.
So I
Unless
think
they've been.
Yeah, I think it might be, we could risk it, but we'll just be cautious still.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
Integrity.
around.
Yeah, you look
I
over your
guess-
shoulder. You get the facial expressions.
I keep water sphere prepared behind my back just in case.
All right. I guess you can come in, but you have to know that us journalists are very secretive, and we wouldn't want you to just like dabble around. We want to control what you see.
Everything is secret. I understand that. And you open the door for them. Integrity, they walk in. You can close the door behind if you'd like. And they kind of look around, and they nod to you, Winsler. They look to you, Kurt, nod. Look to you, Mira, nod. Look to you, Serenap, nod. And then you see their head kind of, the gaze settles on Young underneath the table.
Oh.
And you just hear them yell out and say, yes, he is in here, please. And then, Mira, from behind you, the open windows, you hear like the sounds of ropes almost being unfurled. And then two people crash through the window. They are dressed all clad in Crow mercantile garb. The two of them have very large metallic crossbows.
Dude has fucking Pinkertons.
He has Pinkerton!
And that's where we'll end this
On
episode.
brand for Wizards of the Coast.
Why would Ari do this?
Sarah, could you give us an outro, please?
Absolutely. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Trials and Trebuchets. If you did, it would mean so much if you were to leave us a review or a rating on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher app you use.
Sir.
The more ratings you leave, the more inspiration we get in the following fight. It's true, I said so myself. If you are interested in seeing teasers, fan art, other exclusive content, you can check us out on Instagram at Trials and Trebs. We also have a Discord server where you can chat with us, other listeners, share your creative work, all sorts of things. You can find the link to that in our episode descriptions. Finally, for those of you who want to be a little bit extra generous, we have two ways for you to do that. The first is Patreon. If you support us at patreon.com/trialsandtrebs, you can get a ton of incredible rewards supporting us. You get early access to bonus episodes, conversations and catapults. You get DM notes. You get perhaps the opportunity to make a Patreon NPC. There were 3 of them in this episode.
Warblers filled to the gills.
It's true. Maybe there's even more. Maybe some of the fucking Pinker. Who knows? Anyway, finally, we have a merch site. We have got t-shirts, stickers, t-shirts that look like stickers, stickers that look like t-shirts. You can find that at shrubmerch.com.
Shredmerch.com!
Thank you so much for listening. It means so much. And we will see you next week. Or if you're binge listening, in 3, 2,
Bye.
bye.
Boy. Holy fuck.